This is why we do it. The NBA Finals are just 2 days away, and the best team in the NBA all season long, the Oklahoma City Thunder, facing off against a somewhat of a surprise Pacers team that really rounded into form later in the season. But what's so cool about this Finals is we're sure to get some new energy in the mix, right? For the first time in NBA history, there will be 7 different champions in a 7-year span. And the Indiana Pacers, they haven't won a championship since their ABA days. But on the flip side, Oklahoma City, they won 1 NBA title, but it was as the Seattle Supersonics. That was in 1979. This is the second NBA Finals all time. Both participants, Chiney, they are on a 40-year drought. So I love that we're going to get a city rewarded like that. What is the matchup, though, that you're going to be watching?
Sis, do this with me. It's the point guard matchup. You know I love the Spider-Man meme because these two guys do it in different ways, but they are both equally dominant. If you think about Tyrese Halliburton, what he's done, going from being voted overrated to now making the NBA Finals, he makes his teammates better and is also capable of hitting those dagger threes or layups to clinch victories. And of course, we've got SGA, who has the opportunity to join a very exclusive club. NBA scoring title at 32 points per game, but then also you think about it, winning a championship, that's in the category of Michael Jordan. That's in Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, like Shaquille O'Neal, so he can really enter, I know you like to call it this, but truly the superstar status, SGA.
And that would be warranted. That would be actual superstar status. Chiney knows what it takes to be superstar status. 2 elite point guards, and we actually have a graphic exactly to Chiney's point here, because when you look at guys who've won the scoring title, the MVP, and the title in a single season, this is the company here that SGA could be joining. Shaq, Michael Jordan, he did it 4 times, of course, and then Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Right. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, he is right there, Andraya.
And to me, what Shai does that is so different and so special is how he is always under control. Slowing down, speeding up. He's so poised. He never looks sped up. He only speeds up when he wants to speed up. But the way that he keeps defenders off balance, the way that he has the ball in his hands, and he is completely under control, even in the playoffs, even when the game is on the line, even when he's not hitting shots at a high clip, he stays under control, he stays poised. There is more pressure on him than ever to join that elite group that we just saw, and I guarantee in this playoff run, he'll stay consistent, he'll stay poised and under control. That is the most remarkable thing about SGA.
I don't know that I've ever seen a player that's just cooler with that pressure mounting than Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. But I know for me, when I am in the midst of maybe stepping onto a big stage or taking on a big assignment, I need a pep talk. I need a pep talk from someone who has been there before. I find that useful. And Perk, you have been to the NBA Finals 5 times. You've played on that stage 4. Give us a pep talk. Set us the stage for us heading into these finals.
Here it is, Indiana, OKC, congratulations. You made it to the promised land. You made it to Disney World. But don't get mesmerized. Don't get mesmerized by Magic Mountain. Don't get mesmerized by the corn dogs and funnel cakes. Don't get mesmerized by the White Castle and the parade.
Hey.
Damn it, you're here to play basketball. Remember that. I know it's going to be a lot of media. I know the stage of the NBA Finals. You're the only 2 teams that's still playing. But it's still got to be one between the lines. And the team that doesn't get caught in being on this stage is the team that's going to come out victorious. So as you walk into that arena on Thursday night, remember, as all the cameras are on you watching your attire, you got to remember that you're here to play basketball and keep the main thing the main thing.
Well, it's my challenge every time I'm on set with these two. I can't be caught watching, right? I can't be caught watching greatness. You have to just experience it, be in, read, and react. Chiney, when you're looking at these finals, what is it going to come down to?
The team that will emerge number 1 will have the best number 2. Or consistent number 2 option. I'm looking at J-Dub, who really has grown in real time. I'm looking at Pascal Siakam, the reigning Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Because we know what SGA and Halliburton, what they're going to produce. They're going to make their teammates better. They're going to lead by example. They're going to compete at the highest levels. But the separator here is the growth that we've seen from both of these guys. Pascal has won a championship before. Now he's going to have a tall task going up against the front line, the double big lineup, of the Thunder.
But listen, while you're singling out individual players, Chiney, it's not 2 against 2, it's not 1 against 1, it's 5 on 5. So to me, shot selection and offensive efficiency from the team, that's going to be the team that wins. Because when you look at these 2 teams, the Pacers, best offense in the NBA this postseason. The Thunder, best defense in the NBA this postseason. When it comes down to shot selection on both sides, particularly the Pacers, though, are they going to get the shots that they want off of a paint touch, drive, kick, one more pass, those wide open threes, can they knock those down? Are the wide open threes the ones that the Thunder want them to take? Or are they the shots that they want to take? Controlling their shot selection on both sides. Because think about the Thunder. Their offense isn't always on point, but they score off of their defense.
Yeah.
So shot selection off of defense. Do they get transition buckets? Are they getting layups? Shot selection, offensive efficiency.
Yep.
That team's going to win.
Sis, that was a great point. I'm just surprised we let it slide that Perk didn't talk about his funnel cakes and corn dogs. Like, I know
Perk is our resident big man, and there's nothing wrong with a little funnel cake, especially, after a long week putting in the hours at work. But one of the things, Perk, I know that you have your eye on another big man in this series. It's not just the funnel cake for you.
It's always the fun.
Y'all ready for a fun fact? Here's a fun fact, right? The OKC Thunder, they beat the Pacers this series twice. They swept them 2-0.
This season. Yeah.
They didn't have Chet Holmgren.
Yeah.
You know the Oklahoma City Thunder did that without Chet Holmgren. Okay, that's number one. So I'm looking at the guy in the middle for the Indiana Pacers and Miles Turner, who was dominated by Karl Anthony Towns in the Eastern Conference Finals. But he played well in the first 2 rounds. He led the postseason in blocked shots. They're going to need him now more than ever to be that rim protector, because here's why. The Oklahoma City Thunder don't live by the 3, die by the 3 type team. We talk about SGA and his ability to score, being the best perimeter player in the game. That's because he's able to get to the rack. Do we remember Game 2 of the Minnesota series, the Western Conference Finals? The Thunder shot 9 for 33 from the three-point line and still won that game in great fashion because the ability to get downhill and attack the paint. Miles Turner is the biggest X factor if the Pacers stand a chance or even thinking about winning this series.
Not to mention, I
wanna try to boast at what I look like. Jimmy with the heat, I'm on fire. It's NBA over here.